Hello guys, you're welcome back to the channel. My name remains Maxwell from Max Multimedia. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to design this wedding invitation card in Coreldraw. In one of my previous video, I uploaded this wedding invitation card video as a giveaway file, and one of my subscribers commented under the video that I should do the same design in Coreldraw for them. So today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide on how to design the same thing in Coreldraw. And now let's roll. Alright guys, over here in Coreldraw, the first thing I want to do is to just head over to my new document here, and then the size for this invitation card is 6.5 by 4.5 inches. Okay, so I will leave every other thing like that. This is for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, so I printed the work already, and I'm just trying to use Coreldraw to design the same thing. I'm going to leave every other thing like this, and I'm just going to click on OK. Alright guys, so over here we are in Coreldraw 2020, and here are the resources we are going to use to design this wedding invitation. Okay, so over here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select everything here, all the resources here, and then I'm going to just drag them to Coreldraw like this. Okay, the things are really big, so I'm just going to highlight all of it like this and resize it. Okay, I'll resize it again, and that should be fine. So I'll just place them one by one over here. Place this one here, resize it. I'll just let me fast forward this so that I can just do it quick. Alright, okay, so now the first thing I'm going to be doing right now is to sample the green. Okay, so I use one green color for this, so I'm going to get this my color picker here, and then I'm going to sample the green here. Okay, so the next thing is to give my background here a feel. Okay, so I'm going to double click my rectangle tool here to have that rectangle on top of my canvas, and then I'm going to right click the disable fill here to take off the outline, and then I will come and give it my green color, and that should be fine. So the next thing is I'm going to get this background here, this particular one here. As you can see the line inside. This is what I used for that, so I'm going to just place it here like this, and I'm going to open it up like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the blend mode. Okay, so come to your transparency tool here, click on it, and then come over to this place. You see this normal here, click on the normal, and then we are going to change the blend mode from normal to, in Photoshop I use linear bend, but linear bend is not in Coreldraw, so I'll be going with color bend. Okay, so color bend will give us the same result. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to make a copy of this one. Okay, so Ctrl+C+V. Okay, so Ctrl+C will copy, and then Ctrl+V will paste it for you. Okay, so if you see here I have two. Okay, so what I'm going to do is with the top one selected, I will come over to this my vertical mirror here, flip it vertically like this so that one will turn upside down. Okay, so over here I have this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this tool like this, and then I'm going to click here to group it, and then I'll come back to right click on it, and then I'll come to click on this power clip inside, and then I'm coming to click on the green background here so that it will enter the background. So just click here, and voila, you have it inside your background. So if you move the background, it's inside the background. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is to bring my flower here. Okay, so I have two. I have the white one, and then I have this is the original one, and I extracted this from the original one. I used it for something some time ago. So but then what I'm going to be doing right now is I don't need the white one, so I'm just going to delete it. Now this is what I need, but I do not want to use this. If you look at the the gold color we use for this one is different from this one. So in Coreldraw, you cannot give anything color overlay. If it is Photoshop, I'll just give it color overlay, but here Coreldraw does not give you color overlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract this thing. I'm going to trace it. If I'll use the correct word, I'm going to trace this thing. So the way to trace this thing is to just come over to your bitmap here, select the thing, come to bitmap, then come to mode, and then you select black and white. Okay, so to make it easier is for you to just select black and white and make sure that all the features of the flower is visible. You can see all the features. Okay, so I think this is okay for me, 244. Okay, so I'll just click on OK, and then I'll have it in black and white. So now I can trace it. Now there are two ways to trace this thing. If you're using 2020 version like mine, you can just come to this trace bitmap here, click on it, and then you can choose to go with quick trace and center line trace and but most of the time I will use outline trace, and then I'll use line arts. Okay, so or you can come to bitmap, come to so once you open the bitmap, you see the trace here. So you see the outline trace, and then you can come to the same place here, line arts. All right, so we are going to wait for this one to load. Okay. All right guys, so as you can see, it has finished tracing this side. Depending on your operating system, sometimes it can take time. Okay, so just give it time till you can see that it has finished extracting. So just click on OK here, and you will have it like this. So as you can see, this is the one we have traced, and this is the original. So now I can delete the black and white from here. So now this one, I can now change the color of this one now. But then what I want to do is it's grouped. As you can see, it's Coreldraw will just group it. So come to this place and then ungroup it. Okay, so I'm going to take away the white, all the white inside. So delete all the white. Just going to delete all the white. Oh no, sorry. Okay, so after you deleted the white, select all of it, highlight everything, and then you can just combine it. Sorry, if you look at this place, the first shape here, after you selected everything, the first one here is combined. Just click on it, and then you combine it, so all has become one again. So the next thing I want to do is to give it this my gold color. So first of all, let me sample this gold color here. So I'll come over to this place, then I'll select this yellow, and then again I'll come over to this place, and then I'll pick from this side of the yellow. Okay, so I'm going to select my interactive fill tool, right? Okay, so select it, then click and drag to the other end like this, and then you might want to double click this line to have another color box here. So just double click the line to have another color box like this. So I'll click here, and then I'll come and fill it with this color. I'll click the second box, I'll fill it with this color. I'll click here, and then I'll fill it with this color. Okay, so you can add more if you want to, but I do not want this tutorial to take long, so I'll just go with this one. All right, so what I'll be doing is I'll just drag it to this place like this. Okay, and then I'm going to open it up some more like this. Okay, so I'll just leave this one like this here. Okay, so all right, so let's actually put it inside the main background. So you can right click it, and then come to click on power clip inside, and then you can just click the main background. So that one too has gone inside our background. All right, so I'm going to make use of this particular shape here. So because I will need to change the color, what I'm going to do is I will have to trace this one as well, so I can give it another color. So I'm coming to change this one from this color first to black and white, like we did this flower. So come to bitmap, come to mode, and then come to black and white. All right, so black and white, I'll just, the thing is actually big, so I'll just come and click on OK here, and then this one has changed to black. So this one I will not give it I will not trace it with line art. I will just go ahead and trace it quick trace, because this one, it doesn't have, there is no it's just straight direct shape, so I'll just use the quick trace. Okay, it's done. So I will just bring this one here, so you can now delete the old one. So over here, this one, we can change the color to the green. Okay, so any color I thought you want to give to it, but this one, it's green. So now I'm going to come to this my angle rotation circle here. I'll type 90 here. I want to rotate it 90 degree, and then I'm going to bring it here. The color is green, that's why we are not seeing it. First, let me change the color to white so I can see it. Okay, so I just want to do this, place it here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm coming, let me reduce it a bit. Okay, I think this is okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a copy of this one. Okay, so I can trim it. As you can see, the one we have here, I have this gold. I trim it, so I have this gold, like the one that is at the edge is gold. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Over here, before I do that, I would like to, you can see that the green background here is showing, so I need the white one to fill that place. So I'll come to my shape tool here, and then I will highlight this line here, the whole line, and then I'll hold my control, then I'll drag it to this place like this to cover the background. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is to make a copy of this one. Okay, so Ctrl C and V, Ctrl C, Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy and paste. So if I should pull one like this, you can see that it has been copied and pasted. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to change the color of the top one to green so that I can see the down one. So what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to resize, I'm going to reduce the size of the green one. Okay, so just hold down your shift key and then you can resize it evenly. All the sides will be, if you do not hold your shift key, one side, only one side is going to be resized. So just hold your shift key to have every other side. Okay, let me open it up some more, a little more. Okay, I think this is, well, okay, so the idea is to show you how you can achieve the same result in Coreldraw. Okay, so we might not get everything accurately, but when you are trying to do the same design, you are going to take your time to do it so you can arrive at something very nice. Okay, so my own here, I'm not going to want to get everything accurately so that the tutorial will not be too long. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now I have the green one and then the white one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to select or highlight these two here, and then once you highlighted the two, you realize that these intertwined shapes will be activated. So come to the third one here from the left, which is trim. Just click on it, and then it's going to use the green one to trim the white one. So if I should bring out the white one, you can see that the green one, you can see that the white one has been trimmed out. Alright, so I'm going to just do something. I'm going to select all of it like this, and then I'm going to right click it, come and click on power clip inside, and then I'm coming to click this side of the background so that it will enter the background. Now I'm going to open the background and do some adjustment on it, because as you can see it, I need to give the white one, I need to turn it to gold, and then the green one to I need to put some things inside. But for now, I'm going to just click here, and then I'll click on the background, come and click on edit, and then it will open the background for you. Now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to right click this flower here, right click and drag to this side, and then copy it here. Now I'm going to use the gradient of the gold color of the flower here on this one, the one at the edge here. So I will right click and then drag on top of the white one here, and then I'll come and click on copy fill here. Then as you can see, it has copied the gold color, but I think I need to just rotate it a bit, okay, so that this place will have will be more, it won't look like one color. So I'll click here, come back and select the white one, and then click on this interactive fill tool here. Then you can bring this one here like this, and I'm going to add some few more, like 2 more boxes. So I'll double click the line here, then double click the line here, then in the middle here I'm going to add this one here in the middle. Then this, I will select this color, and then also this, I'm going to select this color. Alright, so just to have this. Okay, so another one thing to do, I will be going back. As you can see, the gold at the side here is showing, it shouldn't be showing. So I'll just go over again, and then now I can delete this one. Okay, let's delete this one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this one like this, and then I'm going to hold my my shift key, and then I'll just open it up like this, just to make sure that the side of the gold is not showing. Okay, so just now take my time to position it properly, and that's fine. Okay, so this is what we have here. Now the next thing I want to do is, as you can see, this kind of check or net background, I don't know how to call it, whether it's check or it's net or it's whatever. So guys, what I'm going to do is, as you can see, we have it inside these backgrounds, you can see. So I'm going to place it inside this background. So I'll just right click and then drag on top of the background, and then I'll click on this power clip inside. Now I'll go back to open the power clip, and then I need it inside the green one. So first of all, I'm going to bring it to this side here. I'm going to just open it up like this to be big, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll just right click, drag it on top of the green background like this, and then I'll power clip it inside. Now as you can see, it has not properly fitting inside. There is a green portion is still showing here. So you can open again the green background, and then you can just place it inside. Now we are not going to leave it like this to white, we have to change the blend mode. So once this background here is selected, come to click on your transparency tool here, and then come to your blend options here, come and select this this mode here. Okay, just select that one, and that is fine. Now what I did in Photoshop is I double it. Okay, so as you can see, it's not really showing. So I'll go over again, open the power clip again. Now you can't really see it, let me pull it out. This is it. Okay, so select it, and then you copy and paste. So Ctrl C and Ctrl V to just copy and paste, and then I think this one will be more visible. So I can just click on finish, and then click elsewhere again, and then come back and click on finish to bring you out completely of the power clip. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to start typing. Okay, so I have my text already inside the folder, so I'll just open my text. Okay, so I have my special invitation here. So the special invitation, this is the font I use for it. So I'm just going to copy everything from here. Okay, everything, just copy everything, and then we'll bring it here to Coreldraw, and then we'll be cutting it small. So activate your text tool, and then you can just paste everything like this here. Okay, so I'll just leave this one here. Let me change the color to white so it can be more visible. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just I'm going to cut the special invitation from it, and then I'll just paste it here. So Ctrl V to paste it. Now this is the name of the font I use here. So this Southern, I'll just type it. Okay, so I'll just, now I need to give it gold color. Okay, so this color, this gold here, let me see if I can sample from this gold as well. I have this, and then I have, let me see. Okay, they are the same thing. I'm just trying to, because I did this one in Photoshop. Okay, so let me see. So come to your interactive field to click, and then you take it this way. And then you might want to create some maybe one box here. Then you come to click here, then you give it this color, over here this color, and over here this color. Okay, maybe you might want to add 2 more, and the 2 more, this one, then you might have to give it the light, and then this one you give it the dark, and then this one so the light. Yeah, okay, so just something to have a similar thing. Okay, so guys, that is it. So I'm just going to bring this here, going to reduce it small, then I'm going to bring it here like this, and this should be fine. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is to copy the family names here. So over here I'm just going to copy this, just going to cut it off, and then again I'm going to activate my text tool, and I'm going to paste it here. So the font I use is Rallyway semi-bold. Okay, so sorry, Rallyway, not Poppins, Rallyway. Okay, semi-bold. Alright, so I'm going to resize this one. I'm going to reduce the size, and then I'll select this instead, and then I'm going to select that font, and then I'm going to give it, first I'm going to give it shadow. So come to your shadow tool here, and then click and drag holding your control. You can click from the top, or anyhow, either from the top to the down or from the down to the side, depending on which direction you want your shadow to go. So I just, sorry, okay, so let's reduce the feathers, and let's say to 8. It's 2 down. Then let's increase the opacity to 100, and let's see. Alright, I think for now this is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the gold color over this one. So I will right click and drag it on top of this text here, and then I'll copy fill. So click on copy fill here to just have the same color over here. Alright, so the next thing is I'm going to, let me bring this one here instead. Okay, right, so the next thing is okay, so let me push this one to this side a bit, then I'm going to copy it here. Okay, so I'm going to use this one to edit the lady's sign name. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is, I have this ring here. Okay, this ring, this one, I have it here, so I'll just drag it over here, resize it. I think this is fine. Now what I forgot to do is this, you see this gold dot here is what I forgot to do. Okay, so I am going back inside the power clip. Okay, so I'll click the background and then come and click on edit. Okay, even here it's still invisible because we've changed the blend option. So what I'm going to do is I will do it from outside. Okay, but then I need to remove this flower background here, so I'll go inside the power clip again. I'm just going to click this one. Now I can hide it. For those of you who doesn't know that Coreldraw also has layers, I'm going to open my layers. Okay, so I'll come to my layer here, my object here, and then I'm just going to off this layer. Okay, so when I'm done I'll come back and come and on it. So you see the eye here, it's just like Photoshop. Okay, this one too, you can group layers, you can off, you can on, so you can also lock. So I'm just going to off this one here, and then it will just go off. So I can just click on finish. Now I have this like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my ellipse to my circle tool here. I'll hold down Control and then I'll draw a circle like this here, and then make sure that you right click the disable fill here so it doesn't have any outline. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it this gradient color. Alright, so bear with me. Okay, I'm supposed to do this before now, but I need the gradient and the gold color, the gold gradient color for this one. So I'll enter the power clip, and then I'm coming to just sample the gold color. So I'll just draw a rectangle here like this. Okay, and then I'm coming to select this one, the gold background I have here. Okay, this one, you see that one? I'm going to select it. I'm going to just right click it and drag it on top of this small shape I created here, and then I'll copy the color there. Oh sorry, I dragged the green one. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one, then Ctrl C to cut it from here, and then I'll close the power clip, and then I'm coming to paste it here. Okay, so now what I need to do is I just need the color. So I'll do the same thing. Okay, I will right click this gold background here, right click on top of this circle here, click on it like this. Let me do this. Right click this gold background, drag it on top of the small circle, then leave it, then copy the fill here. So I just need to have this gradient here. Now I'm going to place it at every joint wherever these lines meet. I'm going to place it there. Okay, so as you can see, that was what I did here. So I'm just going to place it here like this. I'll right click and drag, and then do it like that too. Right click and drag. So I'm going to fast forward this part so that this doesn't take much time. Okay, so you on your own just take your time and place it at every single joint. Okay, and then I'll meet you up when I'm done. So highlight all of this, group it, and then we are going to do the same thing at the down here. Okay, so I will also fast forward this one, and I'll catch up with you when I'm done. Okay, alright, so when you are done, just select all of this, group it. Now you can group that one, right click, and then come to place it inside the background. Just take your time to do it. Alright, so that's it, and over here to select this one, and that's it. Okay, so now we'll enter the power clip, and then I'm going back to on my, going to look for, here is it. So I'm just going to turn this one on back to have this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these small ones, they are on top of the flower. So I'm just going to press Ctrl page down on my keyboard to just send it back, and then I'm going to do the same thing for this one here. Ctrl page down to just send it back. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'll just click on finish to have this. Okay, so you can see that there is difference between this one. You can see the difference, but this is how I did it. Okay, the fact that there are little differences in these small circles this is how I did it in Photoshop. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to just continue with this one. So I'm going to work on this dates and the time and the location icon. Okay, so I'm going to trace it so I can change the color to white. Okay, so where is the last one? Over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these ones I can use quick trace, but if you use the quick trace, if you come to bitmap and use the quick trace, it doesn't give you, it doesn't work properly for you. For instance, let me use quick trace here. Okay, so if I should bring this one and then ungroup it, every time you trace anything, Coreldraw will group it for you. So if I should take this, have you seen that this should automatically trim it, but it does not trim it? That's why it depends. If what you are tracing has other colors that you might want to be deleting out of it, then you must not use the quick trace. So what I will delete this thing. I can still trim it. I can still go ahead and select the white one and then select the black one, then come and trim it here to have this. Okay, so after you are done, just select this one and then group it, so you can delete this one. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one, so I'm going to do the same thing. So for this one, if I use the quick trace, I will have to be trimming it again. So I will come to the bitmap here, come to outline trace, and then you go to line art, or if you can't find this one here, come to bitmap and then come to outline trace and then come to line art. This one, it will trim everything. It will take off the white background. It will take the white background off, and it will give you to make it like transparent. So it's the estimate is 3 seconds, 2 seconds till it's 1, and then it's 0. So sometimes it takes time. Okay, so as you can see, it's done. So just come and click on OK here, and then you can just bring it out like this. So you can delete this one. Now this one, just click here to ungroup it. Now you can bring out the white like this. So if say it was the quick trace we use, even if you bring out the white, you still have black under it. So I'm going to bring out this white, everything white. I'll remove it. So I will select all of this thing and then I'll group it back. So we'll give it white color, and this one to give this one to white color, and then finally this one, it doesn't have any white, so this one we can go ahead and trace it with the quick trace. Have you seen what the quick trace has done? So the quick trace always fill every space. So I'll go back and then use the art. Okay, so I can now bring this one here and then delete the old one and then give it white color. Alright, so that is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to resize all of this. Okay, this tutorial is actually getting long. This kind of design is, if it is Photoshop, I'll just give it color overlay, and by now we must have gone past this place, but no problem. Okay, so the first thing here is the date. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. Have you seen this thing I've done here? I'll just go to my rectangle tool here and then just draw a simple rectangle like this, something simple like this, and then I'm going to select my shape tool here and then come and click on this black knot here and just drag it inside to just round the edge like this. Okay, just do it just as you will like it. Okay, alright, so this is fine. So the next thing I want to do is to come over to my rectangle tool again, just draw a simple rectangle here like this again, something simple like this here. So I'm going to change the color to this for now, and then I'm going to round the edge. So come and select your shape tool, just round the edge a little like this, and again I'm going to draw another rectangle here. So see, I'll draw it from here like this, something like this, and I'll give it this one. I don't need a fill, so I will click on this disable fill here, and then I need outline. So come and right click the white color and then come to the shape tool here, round the edge a bit, and then I want to increase the size of the outline, say 1.5. Okay, I think 1 is okay. Now drop the shape tool. Now let me bring this one down a bit like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the yellow one, this is supposed to be a gold, but I do not, like I said, I do not want this tutorial to be very long. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select all of this thing here, then you can press C and E on the keyboard to position all properly, and then I'm going to select the gold one here. Okay, and then I'll give it a shadow. So come to your shadow tool here, then click and drag down like this, and then you can just play around the shadow according to how you like it, and guys, that is going to be fine. So I'll just leave this to this so that this tutorial doesn't become very long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select this, group it, and then I'm going to drag it over here like this. Okay, maybe I might have to reduce it some more like this. And then the next thing is I'm going to copy this one, right click and drag, and then bring it to this side like this, and then you can bring your time to this place like this, and then over here you can leave your location. So I will come and draw a rectangle here like this for the location, something like this. Then I'm just going to round the edge like this. So for this one we are going to give it white color. Okay, so you can deactivate, or you can take off the outline and then give it a normal white feel. Okay, so yeah, all right. So the next thing is I'm going to I think my shadow, the shadow for this one is too much, but I will work on that later. So the location is, I will copy the location. What I'm going to do first, let me bring the location rectangle up a bit, and I'm going to also take this whole thing up. Okay, like this. Okay, so I'm going to copy my location. Okay, so I have my location here. I'll just copy it from here. Okay, so I will paste it here. Ctrl V to just paste. I'm going to change the color to my green here, and I'm going to resize this, and then I'll place it inside this place. I'm going to bolden it. And I think I will close the rectangle a bit. Is too big, so I'll just click and then close it a bit like this, and this should be fine. Okay, so I may not get everything accurate. Okay, I'm just giving you how you can achieve this design in Coreldraw. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to do my RSVP. So that one I can copy this rectangle here, just copy it here, right click and drag it here, and then you copy it here. So come and click on the disable fill here, and then come and right click on the white color to give it white color, and then the outline size, let me see, 1, no, see 2. Okay, I think 2 is okay, so I'll just give it 2. Okay, just I'm trying to open it up somewhere like this, and then what I'm going to do is I will need to okay, first let me copy the names and the number. Ctrl C, and I'm just going to paste it there. Drop the text tool, come back to this place, and then I'm just going to resize it to fit into this box here. Okay, so just resize it again. Let me come to your shape tool here, and then I want to just space them like this. Okay, so if you like, you can give it center alignment any alignment you want at all. So I'm going to just draw a small rounded rectangle, round it up, not too much. Okay, so I need my gold color here, so I have it here. So I'll just click and drag it on top of this small one here, then I'll copy the color there, then I'll disable the outline, and then I'm going to copy the RSVP, and then I'll just, okay, so I'll paste it here, and then I will resize it down like this, and then I'm coming to rotate it 90 degrees, then I'll bring it here, then I can open it up some more. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to that. Now the last thing, okay, not the last thing actually, let me shift this one up a bit. Okay, so alright, so let me do my dress code. Okay, so I'll just write the dress code. I'll change the color to white, then I'm just going to resize this, and maybe I'm going to change the font to, yeah, say popping, and I'm going to, okay, let me give it maybe extra bold. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going back again to write. Okay, so I'll just go with my green. They have green, they have white, and then they have gold, and that should be fine. So I'll bolden it, then I'm going to bring it here, going to resize it small. Okay, so I will space them again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, alright, so I'm going to, let me position this one properly. Okay, so I'm going to draw the color samples here. So I'll go for this, my rectangle tool. I'll draw this, something simple like this, and I'll give it green color, but the green you can't see it, so I'm just going to give it white outline, and then I'll give it maybe 0.5 so you can see the green, and then I'll copy it here, and then I'm coming to give this one the white color, and then over here I have my gold here, so I'll just drag this gold on top of it, then I'll copy the gold color there. Okay, so now I'm almost done. So now I think I can delete my text here, delete every other thing except for the ones I've not used yet, these two. Okay, so over here, if you look here, if you look here, you see some ribbons. It's this one that I use. So these two love ribbons here is this one. So I'm going to change this one to black and white, then I'll just extract it, and then that is it. Right, so just I'm going to bring the threshold back so that I'll have, okay, I think this is fine. I'll just click OK. So this one I will go ahead and trace. Alright, so this one is done tracing. So you just want to come over here and then click on OK, and then you can bring this one out. You can delete this one, then this one you can ungroup it here, then you can delete all the white, every white inside, just delete all the white, and then you have this left. So with this we can give it our, oh, I deleted my gold. Okay, I have sample here, so I will drag this gold on top of this. Okay, and then I'll copy the color there. So what I'm going to do is I'll just resize it down like this, and then I'm going to make a copy. Then I'll right click and drag. Let me resize it a bit. So I'll just, so like I said before, this may not be exactly as that. So right click and drag it here like this, and then power clip it inside. Sorry, I had a call, so I had to pause. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll open the power clip. Okay, so from inside the power clip I'll just create another one, copy like this, and then place it here. Like I said, it might not really be, you know, just copy it here. It might not really be the same as the first one. As you can see already, our gold circles here are different from the one we have here. Okay, so but then all the same we have been able to come up with almost the same. Oh, all right, so guys, this tutorial is really getting long. So over here you can put your date. I'm not going to write any date there. Okay, so you can put your date just as I put the date here, 2nd September 2023, and then the time is 12 p.m. sharp. So you can go put your dates there. And then the final thing, okay, so this, if you check here, you see that it has some border flower here. So it is this flower I use. Okay, but then if I want to give it the gold color we are using, then I have to trace it again, but I'm not going to trace this one. So I'm going to delete this one, and then I'm going to use this one. This tutorial is long. Wait. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete this. So what I'm going to do is I'll just flip it like this. Okay, so, and then I'm going to resize it small like this. Okay, so I'm just going to right click this one. Let me create a copy. Okay, just create a copy here like this. Then I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to drag it on my background here. Then I'll clip it inside. Alright, so as you can see, it's not properly positioned, but then let's go and open the power clip and then put it well. Right, so this blue line here is our background border line, so you want to use that to position it properly like this. I think like this is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one and bring it here, though we made another copy outside the power clip which I wanted to do. After you copy, just flip it vertically like this, and then just take your time and then bring it here like this. Alright, so just click on finish, and then guys, as you can see, like I said, it's not going to be like this one, but we have been able to achieve. The difference is the color difference. Okay, so guys, as you can see, we have been able to design this successfully in Coreldraw, though the time for this tutorial is really long, but yeah, we have been able to arrive at something good. So guys, this is how I was able to design this in Photoshop. So guys, I hope this video helped you, and if it does, kindly consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I'll see you in my next video. Sign out.